I have a hypothesis for why it's very difficult for serial killers to operate in Singapore. And it's because, firstly, we've got a very small country. We've got a very small country. It's not easy to evade the law, right? The second thing is we have a pretty interconnected country. So what happens, you notice that a lot of serial killers tend to kill vulnerable people who are not known to many people. So you have, if I'm not wrong, in England, there was a case in the 80s where they would target prostitutes who basically were on their own. They probably had very, very, very broken family ties. They were not known to anyone. They were transient. So you could kill people and not have loved ones find out for a very long time. And then you can move on to next and move on to next, move on to next. So we have this thing in Singapore where, generally it's such a small country. It's hard to remain undetected. Family ties and social ties are quite strong here. So if a person goes missing, at some point very soon, people will find out about it. And more importantly, we have quite responsive police. When an unexplained death is reported, they swing into action. And the fourth thing is that we have quite good ties, working ties. The police here and the police in Malaysia have quite good working ties. So the one land crossing that is very quick to get through, we have this example where we can find out where these people went to with the help of our Malaysian brethren, right? I think in the case of Mas Selamat also, the Malaysians found him pretty quickly and then we managed to get him back. So we have all of these things, and that's why your spree killers don't tend to graduate into serial killers. Because there's not... They
graduate, huh?
They will graduate because they don't have the chance, they don't have the opportunity to kill more, right? You look at, I don't know if you remember this, the Orchard Towers murders, John Martin Scripps. Crazy. So, my dates might be a bit wrong, but he basically murdered a South African tourist called Gerald Lowe. He murdered that tourist either on the 8th or the 12th of the month. Flew off and then came back to get some money from this man's account. And he came back on the 19th. So within the same month, he came back and he was picked up by the police at customs. Very quick, and then obviously he was sentenced by September that year, if I'm not wrong, and then the execution came quite soon after. At some point, I'm sure we're going to get very angry comments about how we're all very, very pro-government, you're very pro-Singapore kind of thing. But it's true. We have this system where you've got responsive law enforcement, responsive governance, small country, good ties overseas, and then it saves lives,